Hi guys, and this is GirlSparkles. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing another interview with
My name?
Yeah.
With your grandpa anyway. Emmanuel Abode Babatunde.
And I forgot to say that he is a retired accountant, and he has also written a book, and we'll be asking a few questions about his book later. And so we're going to be asking him a few questions.
So the first question is, how does it feel to be retired?
How does it feel? Whew. Yeah, to be retired, actually, you have a feeling of, boredom at home. A feeling of nowhere to go, loneliness and all that. But it all depends on who is retiring and what you are doing when you are retiring. So if you are asking for my own personal experience, yes, I was retired, but I was not tired because I had already pre-planned how my retirement was going to be before I retired. And don't forget, I am a professional man, so it became very handy for me when I retired.
The next question is, what would you advise the younger generation on how to prepare for the retirement?
The way I will advise them is this. You see, when you are retired, you have the whole time to yourself. So how you are going to occupy yourself with that time, that's what is important. You must prepare very well for retirement because it has to come. And don't forget, when you are retired, you are not as young as you used to be when you are retired. You won't be physically fit as you used to be. Your gait will be slowing down. Your health may be waning and all that. So what I will advise is this, as I said, make sure you have a timetable if possible to occupy your time so that all the essential organs in your body will be working very well. For example, if you want to borrow a leaf from my own experience, I would say when I retired, as I earlier said, I wasn't tired because I had a profession and I was doing consulting to take my time. Then in addition to that, I was involved in church programs. So there wasn't much difference, there wasn't much difference. It's just to occupy your time fully with activities so that the boredom and loneliness that normally affects elderly people adversely will not affect you. That's my simple advice.
So our next question is, how does it feel to be an author?
To be an author, normally you have what they call sense of fulfillment. You made some writings, you package it in a piece of paper and look at it. You just wonder how you came about that. You are happy that you can see your own handwork in a physical form. Psychologists call it self-actualization need. That is when you do something and you can see the result physically. There's something they call stimulus response situation. Seeing it, you respond in a very nice way. You are thrilled, you are happy. You feel elated. That is what happened to me anyway.
So we know how it feels for you to be an author, but What inspired you to write your book?
What inspired me? I will have to touch on two areas actually. First of all, it is God, because I did not even know within that short period of time I could write a book anyway. So God is saying that we normally refer to it I think there's a scripture that has it that unless the Lord builds the house, the workmen labor in vain. So if God does not have a hand, no matter what effort you put into any work, anything or any activity, there won't be any result. So that is it. Then secondly, second area is that some people may not know this, but when I was in a tertiary institution in Nigeria, specifically Yaba College of Tech, I was the editor-in-chief of that school. Writing, I know it's something I could do. I just take my pen. I'm better at writing than even speaking. When I pick up my pen, the thing will just be flowing. My background, right from the primary school, has built a lot of confidence in me when it comes to writing, because I can still remember vividly, though I did not put it in this book anyway. There's not much I can put here. When I was in primary 6, before I got to secondary school, we were asked to write an essay. The headmaster of my school, I picked my pen. What I wrote, they called all the students at the assembly to read my essay to them. You see, you've done something, people are acknowledging, they are appreciating. You feel elated, you feel happy. So that was inspiring. And when I got to secondary school, my strong subjects were English and Latin. Although that Latin, they say is a dead language because nobody speaks it now. But you find a lot of stuff in English. They have their roots in the Latin language. So it was easy for me. And again, in the secondary school, there was a time, I think I was in Form 3 that time, the third year in the school. Our English teacher, Dr. J. Adetoro, asked us to write on how I spent my last holiday. I was in Form 3. After marking my essay, the teacher took it to those in Form 6, those who are passing out. Because English, if you do not pass English and mathematics with 3 other subjects, you are going nowhere. If you want to go to university, you must pass those 5 subjects. Because you must know yourself first before you do anything in life. If you want to be a success, you must start from yourself. So that has given me it's like that called stimulation. When something happens, it wants to make you to do something more. So when I got to the secondary school, it was so easy for me. My command of English in writing, well, the way from my own personal perspective was okay. So when I wrote, and it was so impressed, and the headmaster the class teacher in the secondary school I'm talking about, took this piece of writing to those who are passing out, read it to them, said, what he said, I still remember what he said, if this boy were to sit for GCE, that General Certificate of Education, he will pass easily. The mere fact that the teacher used that as basis to advise that people should read thoroughly and excel in whatever they do. That was very, very inspiring, to me. Maybe I have this innate gift to do it, but that has to do with God also.
Can you please give a brief discussion about your book?
About this book, I see this book as very useful. In fact, my immediate target for this book is my immediate family. Now, what I put in this book, yes, it's my autobiography, but one, I want people, particularly you, my grandchildren, to have first-hand information about my life experience. And there are a few things that happened to me in my private life that when I was writing the book, I remembered I put here, which they do not know. So, for completeness of information and accuracy too, I think this book is necessary. That's why I've written it. I've written another book, but that one is semi-academic. Semi-academic in the sense that there are certain areas that are touched there, which people may know, but you see scientific basis for some of the things I put there. This book on my birthday, when I turned 77 years. But this one that is coming, that is supplementary to this, that is additional to this, that one has to do with parenting. Because if I did not do it, I would feel guilty. How is it that I have 5 children and they are all graduates? And there's not a single dropout among them. Is it magic? It is God. You see, the Bible says that you should train your children so that when they grow up, they will not live depart from what we have trained them. So look at the two of you. You are already writers. She will not have put you on the right path. So I'm not looking at it. Okay, it's not only academic work that is important. Moral training too is important. And even you have to bring your children up in the way of the Lord also. This is what I have to say about this book. It's necessary people should read it to have not even only you are the immediate. I think my area of leadership is it's my immediate family, actually, as I said, but it could be useful to so many other people, and God too came into it, and that's why I am what I am today. To God's glory and praise. Thank you.
Thank you, Grandpa. So you can buy this book on Amazon, and you have to type Emmanuel Babatunde for it to come up. And yeah, I think it will be a good read.
Thank you.
If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you in our next videos. Bye.
My name is Rebecca. My name is Rachel. We are GirlSparkles.